For the first time in a decade, Spokane County has a new prosecuting attorney. Tonight, we'll tell you who the Board of Commissioners chose.
Have it in the middle of the week on Wednesday.
The Spokane City Council considering moving their weekly meetings from Monday night. We'll tell you why and how you can weigh in on which day you think would work better.
More scattered showers in the forecast as temperatures take a bit of a dip.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. New tonight, the city of Spokane is considering changing when they hold their weekly council meetings, and they're asking the community for help figuring out what day would be best. And if they end up doing it, it would be the first time the city has done that in more than 100 years. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy spoke with council members and community members about what the change could bring.
To give a clear, concise view of what we think.
Strong words from Spokane neighbor Ivan Joseph Brooks advocating the importance of attending Spokane City Council meetings. And his view on when they should be held is just as strong.
Have it in the middle of the week on Wednesday.
Right now, council meetings are held every Monday at 6 p.m. at City Hall and have been for several years. But council members say there's been a push from concerned citizens who worry holding meetings on Mondays limits turnout.
A lot of those issues come from it being at the end of a weekend, and people don't have time to prepare for a council meeting on the weekend.
Spokane Council member Zach Sapone's advocated for the change since last year. He says the change comes from factors such as federal holidays potentially getting in the way with meeting availability and engagement.
We kind of brought these conversations up at the end of the year when we were doing our rules and thinking about our next year. And what we kind of learned at that point was like we were really just doing it without any public engagement.
Now, council members are asking the community to complete a survey asking them what day works best, why they wish to attend, and if meetings should be held every other week. From there, council will review the feedback and vote on a change that will go into effect in 2026.
Let's do a little bit more public engagement and talk to folks a little bit more to see what's best for our community.
It's a welcomed idea by Brooks, who believes Wednesday is the best day to have them.
Most people need a break halfway through the week. And getting a break that would be beneficial to the city of Spokane and beneficial to them in the long run.
Councilmember Paul Dillon released a statement on the potential meeting, saying in part, "Building a stronger Spokane begins with listening. I am supportive of us getting community feedback and making this an objective, unbiased decision. When we come together in this city, we create solutions that reflect all voices."
The survey closes on Sunday, September 21st at midnight. From there, council will vote on potentially changing the council meeting date and time in October. And if approved, that could go into effect by August. In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
All right, let's talk weather on this Tuesday night with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Lagoud. Jeremy, it's getting dark earlier. We're cooling off more at night. It seems like fall is right around the corner.
Uh-oh. No, it is. It is right around the corner. And Mark, it gets dark early. Seriously, sunset right after 7 p.m. means that with mountains around us, a lot of us are no longer seeing the sun well before 7 p.m. Temperatures are dropping, and that is in part due to the sun setting earlier. We have a lot longer right now for those temperatures to drop. Low pressure center sits just down to the south. A couple of stray showers holding together in central Oregon. I think for that reason, most of what we are going to see overnight will take aim at parts of central Washington. Tomorrow morning, I think we wake up to another round of very light scattered showers, like today, but maybe not the thunder and lightning or heavy pockets of rain. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll see a couple more, and that's ahead of Thursday's push of moisture that brings about a more widespread chance of precipitation. No day looks great. I know we've talked that a lot, but no day is a guaranteed shower. But what I do think is that every day winds up right around 80 degrees. Tomorrow, mid-80s, Thursday, Friday, upper 70s, and Thursday brings our best chance of more widespread rain.
In the show. Meantime, Spokane is no stranger to both heat and wildfire smoke and the health issues that come along with both. Now, 2 new plans from Gonzaga's Climate Institute hope to provide some guidelines to keep people safe and healthy. KREM 2's Cody Proctor reports tonight.
Spokane's air quality on Tuesday managed to stay in the moderate category, but it wasn't that long ago when the skies behind me was choked with wildfire smoke. Along came with it some hot temperatures. It's why the Gonzaga Climate Institute released plans like these to try to keep people safe during those conditions.
Despite some hazy skies, it's a near-perfect night for the Gonzaga Running Club's first practice of the school year. A big relief after last week's poor air quality.
It feels great that it's cleared up now. I was worried the past week. The smoke tends to make my head hurt.
I'll run no matter what. I'll run in the smoke regardless, but yeah, this is definitely better conditions.
Spokane's no stranger to wildfire smoke and to extreme heat. For example, in the summer of 2021, nearly 20 people died due to heat-related causes in Spokane. According to Dante Jester with Gonzaga's Institute for Climate, Water, and the Environment, that event was a wake-up call.
Climate change isn't some future thing that we're preparing for. It's something here now that we need to work really hard to keep people safe from.
The Institute formed a collaborative group with other agencies like the City of Spokane and the Spokane Regional Health District to figure out 2 community resilience plans, one for heat, the other for smoke. They recently released the first drafts of those plans for public review. Jester says they're meant to be a framework for the future. Specific suggestions in the plans include dropping the city's heat response threshold from 95 degrees to 90 and provide free or low-cost transportation on poor air quality days.
We're in 2025 and we have the infrastructure and the resources such that no one should be dying due to extreme heat or being exposed to poor air quality.
While Jester says the resilience plans will continue to evolve, for Lane and Down, their plans to run on the trail are a go.
I'm excited to talk to new people. I'm excited to get on Centennial.
Perfect day for running, but overall, great day. Sun's out, no rain, so can't complain.
In Spokane, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
Tonight, the Spokane Police Department is asking for your help to identify suspects in a recent arson. A fire was started back in early August near East Mission and Medelia Street. That fire damaged property and endangered several homes. A day after the incident was reported, the Spokane Police Department released images of 3 men lighting the fire, which you can see right here. So if you know anyone or have information on who these men are, you are urged to call Crime Check. That number is right there at the bottom of your screen. For the first time in a decade, Spokane County has a new prosecuting attorney. Former county prosecutor Larry Haskell resigned in July. Today, 3 potential candidates presented their 30-minute public interview in front of the Board of Commissioners. Well, the board then decided that Preston McCollum would be appointed to the position.
The biggest challenge that we have is, again, growth within the county and dwindling state resources. Those are some of the challenges that are facing our community most. They're the challenges that our Board of County Commissioners is going to be facing, and I'm looking forward to partnering with them to address the problems that we face. Thank you.
McCollum has served within the prosecutor's office for the last 10 years and in 2023 was named head of Spokane County's criminal division. All right, don't go to bed just yet. Parents who lost their children to suicide say Amazon sold the very product that enabled their deaths. But first, new surveillance laws coming to gun shops across Washington. What to expect before making your next purchase. Coming up in 90 seconds.